Hello, friends. Uh, Welcome to another Josh Solves with Friends. I am very excited to have you. If this is your first time, welcome. We solve puzzles here, and my goal for this show mostly is to, introduce a new audience uh, to this hobby. So, with that in mind, I'm bringing on someone who uh, okay, is one of the funniest people I know. Um, is someone who I have appreciated for a very long time, always has my back when it comes to creative projects. And three, does not know how to do a cryptic crossword puzzle and has said that she is willing to try it on stream tonight. My very good friend, Rachel Andelman.
Hey, Josh.
Hello. How you doing?
First of all, I'm doing great. Thank you. First of all, I agree with you. I am one of the funniest people you know. I do always have your back, and I have agreed to do a cryptic crossword. So I'm excited to lose my mind. I'm excited to lose my mind.
I am excited for that as well. Uh, Paruli? Paruli in the chat. Hello, welcome. A cryptic crossword puzzle is like a regular one, except it usually has like a pun attached. There's a little bit of wordplay. There's a regular crossword clue. I'll explain it better than that when we get to that puzzle. Rachel, I thought about all of the different ways I could introduce you, and one thing that came along recently was that I forget what tweet of yours I was talking about, but I mentioned to my girlfriend that that I was having you on the show, and that I had seen a recent, a viral tweet about something, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you told me about her viral tweet," and I was just like, "Oh no, Rachel has viral tweets regularly. It's not just the one."
This is the one. It happens every so often.
Really, here's the thing. You might think that you're too simple-minded for it, and it is going to feel a little bit like it's in a different language when we get there. But we're not going to start there. We're going to start with the New York Times Tuesday, which is really that's everybody's speed, I promise. And yeah, when we get to the cryptic, I think you'll do better than you think.
And I'm just gonna say before we get started, or we can start and I can keep talking.
Yeah.
Is I feel like my ability to even begin to do crosswords represents a lot of growth, personal growth on my part, because I remember growing up being like enraged at crosswords and anything that requires an answer that is more specific than like the suggestion. You know, like when you're like, it's above me, and I'm like, there's a billion things that are above me. And it's like, no, but it has to be like this thing that I'm thinking of. And I'm like, how dare you? People are essentially unknowable, and I can never know what other people are thinking. I only know what I think. So the idea that I could ever guess what is someone else was imagining based on their incredibly arbitrary clues, to me, that represents me being able to have an entirely new concept of mind, which I hadn't had before. So I'm excited for me.
That rules. First and foremost, and it's kind of one of the things that I really love about cryptics, and we will get there in a minute, but like the fact that the wordplay confirms the clue itself, so it tells you which of those thousand things that's above you they're talking about is a part that I really appreciate, because I run into the same thing where it's like, oh well, let me put in this word, it must be this one, and it's like, no, it's not that one, it's something else.
Yeah, but we're gonna read this guy's mind today. We're gonna read
do it.
Mr. Shorts. I assume it's Shorts. He was the one who was in the Crossword documentary where they were like, what do we need a documentary about? this thing that this guy does.
The great thing about doing a New York Times crossword is that Will Shortz is the best in the business at this. And so when there's a clue that we don't like, we can yell at him specifically and feel fine about it. Let's get started.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let's do that.
Slam that button.
Yeah. Get a little bit bigger.
I like that it looks like a blue pill. Like, do you want to leave the Matrix or do you want to stay in the Matrix and do the crossword?
We're in.
Wonk.
Wonk. Here's the thing. It probably is Wonk, though.
That's the only one I'll get. That'll be the only one for the next hour and a half that I'll know.
I don't know. I mean,
Chains.
There you go.
Gonna go chains. I don't like how easy this is at the
top. Query feels like
I don't know.
Ask to me.
Probably. Selt? Is that Selt? No, it can't be Selt.
Celt would be tough.
No.
I actually don't know.
I don't know either. It can't be Selt. Pfeiffer, it can't be Selt because there won't be a word that's NL or a word that's KT.
Yeah.
We're fucking ourselves with those downs.
However, I think we might be able to get it through the downs because I bet you know who this is.
It's Wes. Can I just say as an aside that one of the funniest things about Wes Anderson is when improv was still a living art, every other improv student... What?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Every other improv student wanted to name their team Yes Anderson. And I just thought it was so charming. It was so charming.
It is. Yeah. There are certain sort of moments that you have to go through as an improviser, and yeah, wanting to name a team Yes Anderson is definitely one of them.
Is that NSA?
Yeah.
I should also probably let Josh know at this point that I haven't left my actual house in about 4 days, so he's getting a lot of me at once. A lot of me. Undiluted.
Here, I mean, I wouldn't want the diluted version anyway. We got plenty of time.
Very sweet. Oh, poor Puff.
Logic puzzle.
Invented
by a math teacher as a teaching tool. I have a guess for that.
I know it starts with K-O-N.
Yeah, Urso is the Gaelic language.
I'm assuming, but I definitely have Scandinavia.
I have not heard of Urso before, so if you're saying that that's a language, I will believe you.
Now that I'm saying it out loud, it could be any vowel you can think of. I'd be like Ursu, Ursi, you know what? I did not finish my watch of Outlander, so I'm in the dark.
Okay, so this puzzle is going to have, Northern European region being Scandinavia totally makes sense. However, there are not enough letters, but there is a rebus button. Mm-hmm. So somewhere in here, we're probably going to have 2 letters.
Okay. What's it? A rebus button?
Yeah, that's the thing that lets you do weird, fucked up stuff in a crossword puzzle.
That seems fake. It seems like okay. Not for me to say anything about your puzzle. This is Robert.
That is Robert.
The Batman.
The only one.
Yeah, the only one.
Yeah. Scandinavia. Yeah, that's how I spelled it, Ben, didn't I? I-N-A-V. Oh,
There we go. Thank you,
okay.
Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Snaps for Ben in the chat.
Spelling is the art of fools. So saith George Bernard Shaw.
Pardon?
Spelling is the art of fools.
Okay. Okay, George.
That's how I make myself feel better about it every time I do something like that.
Nice. I don't know what a cozy lodging is.
Yeah. Den makes me think of it, but female friend in France is ami.
Ami.
So cozy lodge. Oh, an inn.
An inn. Ah.
So is that one of the ones where it's like, oh, how many cozy lodgings can there be? Lots of them.
Lots
you
of
jerks.
them. Also, Pfeiffer thinks that Erse is the name of the language. E-R-S-E. There you go. We're gonna see. Either way. Kobe.
Kind of beef. That's everybody's favorite.
I know Kobe beef because I'm gonna tell you what I associate with Kobe beef. If you've seen Gerald's Game on Netflix, which is a movie that's based on the Stephen King book, where Gina, what's her face? The mom from Spy Kids is chained up to the bed, and she can't leave the bed. And she has to get out of the bed. But they start with the movie where she feeds the beef to the dog, to this roaming dog, and her husband is like, "You're feeding Kobe beef to the dog? We just paid $200 for meat for a dog," and he was like, real stick up his ass about it, and then he dies later. So everything works out.
Not wanting to feed a dog, $200 worth of beef. That's a death-worthy offense.
Well, because later on in the movie, she has to worry about getting eaten by this dog, and you're like, if she hadn't fed the beef to the dog, he'd probably be even hungrier. So kind of it was worth $200, Josh.
That's true. I have no argument.
I don't know why I thought you might, but
the richest souffle.
I don't know. I'm not like a rich guy. I'm not I don't know what a souffle is.
I mean, souffle is airy. Is actually Campbell. It's Nev, right? It's spelled that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. What's over here? Gluttony and lust. All right. Well, those are some sins.
Those are sins.
Or my everyday. Can't. So it is definitely something est. The richest souffle.
There's part of me that wants to say Everest, but that doesn't make any sense.
Is it because you're also seeing the top down of Climber's belaying device?
No, I just
no.
I see the E and the S, and I'm just like, ugh, it's Everest. Obviously.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll find out.
I don't know what the Climber's belaying device is either.
It's a grimoire.
Climbers, up there just pulling out their giant tome and making sure that they have the correct spell in case they fall.
Exactly. What a funny idea that is. I'm glad that I made it. Yes, SM Quest.
SMK? SMK? Absolutely.
We'd love to hear from you. You guys are here to help us.
Yeah. I am dumb as bricks, and Rachel is angry at crosswords in general. So any help is is the best. Gree.
Is it Gree? Oh. That's
Oh.
some like rich. That's some like rich person on vacation shit.
Okay. So like the richest souffle then is going to be eggiest.
Eggiest. Yeah, and like also guys in the chat, like the more you help us solve these, like the more puzzles we'll do. Like you're just like we will have the same amount of work regardless. It's just whether you want us to flail or whether you want us to fly. Like that's the tone of the show is largely up to you and how helpful you feel like being.
Rachel is 100% correct. The only thing that I'll add is that try to stay generally where we are as opposed to jumping, super far ahead.
Yeah.
Then staging looks good. I keep looking at this Rebus button because I don't think that they. And I think it's Ken. Sorry.
Oh, that's
I keep looking at the Rebus button. I'm like, okay, so it's got to get used sometime. So this is going to be stage managing. No, that's way too many, many letters.
The fact that the Rebus is there, does that mean that it has to be used at some point?
I don't think it has to be used. I think I normally am just looking at it like this rather than like this.
I got it. For Pickle Toes, Josh explained Rebus earlier is like it's where they get to cheat on the crossword, where they just get to put a bunch of letters in where they wouldn't ordinarily fit, but instead of saying they're cheating, they call it a Rebus.
So like if you wanted to do something like that, that's what the Rebus button is for. It is something that does not usually get used on Tuesday crosswords. Yeah. Because that then makes home with a northern exposure an igloo. Let's go over here.
Doxed.
That is doxed. I'm used to seeing it with 2 X's.
I have, but I've also seen people point out that it's technically spelled with 1 X.
Okay. County of Newark, New Jersey. If Red the Unready is here, I know he knows what it is and he should tell me.
I don't think I've seen John in the chat. I think he's taking the night off.
I know he has a show before this one, which also could delay him.
Ben says it's Essex, but then he puts a question mark, like Essex.
Essex sounds. I mean, that sounds good enough for me. Let's start. Let's start off of that.
Elope.
Yeah.
Can you move the thing? Maybe our faces. So there we go.
Get our faces away.
Guys are still here. Don't worry.
I still exist. That's awesome.
Suck it. Nice.
I think it's going to be so cool.
Ooh.
Well, DL doesn't.
So great second. So so nice. So neat.
Now that's pod racing. That is absolutely correct.
That's pod racing. Slapping. Sweet. You know what? There's like too many. There's a lot of suggestions.
These are all good answers.
These are all excellent.
This is feeling of dejection. I would think it's loneliness. Okay. All right.
Loon.
But all right.
No. Oh.
Its flag has a
Hey,
yellow 61 across. Superb.
Yeah, sometimes I
All
forget that it's like a incredibly rich wasp writing these.
right.
They already did like, oh yeah, you know that brand of like climbing equipment we all use when we are in the Alps together? Soup starter. A soup starter, like a
Oh, a stock?
oh yeah, stock.
Yeah, yeah.
Bone broth. Emu.
Yeah, that's a crossword word.
I'm good at birds. Frera. You can spell it, Josh. Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Frera? Yeah.
We'll say it's that.
Yeah. Well, okay. Flyer with the tail is a comet, so that one works at least. That's Madame Curie. Beguile.
Enchant?
I like that.
Halfway.
10th anniversary gift being tin. That feels right.
Weird.
No comment. Set all principles.
Oh, it's now I want to say it's not enchant because now I want to say
Yeah.
it's ethos.
It's what?
Ethos.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like that. So, entrance? Okay, entrance won't fit here though.
Enthrall? Is that no? It can't. Is that a word? Enthrall?
Enthrall? I know enthrall. Yeah.
We'll come back.
Yeah, so this one is also on the same, like the grid is symmetrical, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one is on the same thing as this, which I'm pretty sure is loneliness.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is a rebus, I feel like it's going to be over here anyway.
Yeah.
It's
We gotta move
flag
on. We're
has
getting some. I always know it's time to move on when we start getting like joke answers. Chat.
its flag has a blue 61 across. Hold on, and then there was another one. Its flag has a white 61 across. So what is 61 across? Flag symbol seen twice in this puzzle's grid.
What? A comet? An emu?
No, I think it's going to be like the cross that's here. Because
Australia?
all right, yeah, because the flank, the white 61, this feels like Denmark, and the
Finland.
blue one being Finland would make some Nordic cross. That's a great call. Oh, hold on. Nordic cross. Okay, but how?
Maybe so ethos is
Maybe it's
ethic.
not. Yes. Friends helping friends.
Rachel gets it wrong at first, but then she sees her error.
Oof, good call on that Nordic cross.
Give it up for Boof in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, so Scandinavia, Finland, Denmark, Nordic cross. That's a fun little theme.
Yeah, we're having fun here.
We're having fun here. Lyrical dedication is an ode. Oh, there is in fact pod racing.
Oh, 24 Down is so dope.
So dope. Swords with blunted ends are épées.
And 25 down is Sweden.
Sweden. Okay, so
Lowness.
feeling of dejection is lowness, not loneliness.
Loneliness.
This
Y'all
Rebus
have-
button. This Rebus button.
Forget about the Rebus button.
I've been meaning to mention
Semis.
penultimate matches are the semis. Oh, did somebody? I thought I saw somebody saying something about Elizabeth Warren in the chat. Oh no, just that her book was there.
Whenever I feel like Elizabeth Warren has been ruined for me, and I'll tell you why. There was this tweet, like, when she dropped out of the primaries, there was this tweet where one of her, like, I don't forget, it was like her communication director or something, but somebody who worked for her said that, like, more than one of her people had gotten the, like, hex for that, like, pale green that she used in her campaign as a tattoo, which was, like, bizarrely similar to, like, like when you get into concentration camp, and I can never hear her name now without thinking, because it's just the freakiest shit I've ever heard, and I can't ever forget it. And I'm sorry that you're being ruined by other people, but man, what a weird thing to do. Anyway, I'm on the internet too much.
Yeah, same. Thank you, Lena, for the persist. I know you stan her. Sign at a highlight clover leaf is an exit.
Rely.
Yeah. Lil Wayne and Sty is in fact a mess.
Savings.
Savings. It's gonna be a resort. 57 car air pine tree. That is what car.
Fun.
I love that. Like for cluing anyway, like a Tuesday is not supposed to be too difficult. But doing little things like that, just it does spice it up in a way that I really appreciate.
Do.
I don't know. I feel like that's drops on the mountain. I was making a bad Mountain Dew joke.
Oh, yeah. Dude. I like how much of this show is just me yelling out words, which, like, if you weren't seeing what we were doing, it's just like, what's Rachel doing?
All right. That's going to be a pair.
Hooray.
Hooray. Yes. I do appreciate it. Could be sweet, though. It's always a good...
Sweet. Hummers? Or no, that's like...
No. What are they? Oh, is hooray spelled...
Pfeiffer says
spelled like that? Hueys?
Pfeiffer says they're Hueys.
Okay. Hawks is the other thought that I have if this doesn't fit.
Also, Ben thinks that hooray is spelled Ooray.
I mean, that is one way to spell it. Norway. We got all Scandinavia in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wonder if to Brits means that enthrall only has one L as opposed to two. Maybe that's what they do.
Yeah. They lost the L in Brexit.
Popular vote winner, 2020, that is, or 2020, 2000, yes, Al Gore. Or possibly Enthralgor. That is a possibility. That is a good call, Ben.
Well,
Play dirty, go low.
Dwell.
Yeah. We got ogres and owls, Fiona and Mr. Tootsie Pop. All right, let's finish this thing.
Yeah, opera highlight aria.
Yep. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's
You know who that is?
Oh, I should. I started the audiobook for Good Omens, but then I'm like, this is like a little much for me. It's like a little bit too like proud of itself. It's like a little too quirky. So I'm like, I think I need to like go back to it.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, actor John Hamm. Actor John Hamm. It's hurrah!
Hey.
Woo! Hey.
We did it.
We did it. Put our beautiful faces back up, Josh.
Our beautiful faces. There we are.
Go. Yay.
Yeah, I liked the theme in this one. Once I got over there being no Rebus in here.
Which was like, to be fair, that did take you most of the puzzle.
It definitely took me the entire fight. I was waiting until that very last square. I'm like, I don't know. There could be two.
And Pfeiffer, good night, and I hope you have the sweetest fucking dreams.
Same.
Ben, we solved it. We solved it. Stop our spelling. Get out of here. Not really, but like, think about it. Stop it.
Yeah. All right. You want Rebus? All right. Well, so here's the thing, Ben. We're about to do a cryptic crossword, which is kind of like a Rebus, in that you're going to have to do some weird looking at things sideways a little bit.
I know that when I was watching you guys solve the cryptic crossword last week, I could feel my blood pressure rising inside my body. So I'm really excited to participate this time.
Yeah, so if we still have anybody who hasn't seen Cryptic still in the chat, here's what a cryptic crossword is. It is going to give us a clue that's going to have both like a regular crossword clue, so just like the ones we just did, and then it's going to have a bit of wordplay to confirm that clue. I actually don't have this listen to lead member of the Beatles, but I wanted to yeah, so if I remember correctly, Mad Hatter's ultimatum, the word mad here means that you're doing an anagram of the letters Hatters, or Hatter, rather.
Now, how do you wait? Start that sentence again.
Sure. So the word "mad" is what's called an indicator word.
How do you know that? How do you know that, Josh?
A, because I've done this a bunch of times, and B, because the word, so ultimatum is going to be what the straight definition is. So that's like the regular crossword clue is ultimatum, 6 letters. And for that, the answer is rather. And so then the way that you confirm that the answer is rather is that you look back at this and you go like, okay, what does Mad Hatters mean? Okay, mad means rearrange the letter in Hatter to get that ultimatum.
Okay, so the way you know a word is an indicator word is kind of like by feel?
Very much so. It is.
Okay.
Yep.
Breathe, big breaths, big breaths. I'm ready to do it. Let's do it.
We're gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like, who is Spooner?
I also don't know who Spooner is. So yeah, so the hardest part is figuring out is like not trying to read it like a regular crossword, like at its surface. Excuse me, its surface meaning. So I'm looking at this and like Spooner could be the definition, or like some letters could be the definition.
So could like a Spooner be like Spooner's brother could be like a forker or like a knifer or like
Yeah.
or is it like somebody who spoons? Like, is there a famous person who spoons? Like,
I don't know any famous person that spoons.
so like I know that like in the trailers for House of Gucci, there's a scene where Lady Gaga in her like if Italians were Russians, like her thing, and she has like her little teaspoon and she's like tapping it against, she has her teaspoon tapping against her teacup and it's going, I'm not I wouldn't consider myself an ethical person, but I think I'm fair. I'm like, is that a famous spooner? Is that what they mean?
I mean, listen, we know that the answer is going to be a 4-letter word and then a 4-letter word. Lady Gaga fits.
You're like, that answer was so right that we're giving you a free subscription.
Yeah, I don't think that Lady Gaga is right because I cannot figure out what. Okay. The thought of spoonerism, like treating this as a spoonerism. So like,
was it spoonerism? Is that the one where you go like she stabbed him knifingly, or am I thinking of something else?
The spoonerisms are the Sarah Palin parasailing ones,
Okay.
where you swap the first word. So it would be like.
So lend some petters, like Boo said. Also, like one person in the chat, thank you, Gare Bolden. I also think it's Lady Gaga. I think we're gonna find out. It's
All right. Well, I don't have it.
I would love to move on and then come back.
Let's do that. Okay. So Males Assembled, where a 1965 march began. So assembled is going to be that indicator word for this. So it's 5 letters, and
like
we're looking for. What's that?
Like a bridge? Like, was there like a big march that started on a bridge, like in Selma, like the movie Selma?
There was. And do you know that Selma and Males has the exact same letters if you just assemble it in a certain way?
No. Grr.
So that's how the crossword works.
I know. I know. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. My blood is fine. I can't let my blood boil because that causes bubbles in the blood, so I can't let that happen.
That's right.
So I'm willing myself to stay calm. Anyway, 9 across.
All right. Pop star left after sworn statement. So I'm guessing that we're either going to be looking for a pop star, or we're going to be looking for a sworn statement.
Cool.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say it's Gaga again because why would it be Gaga? First of all, why would it be Gaga once? Second of all, why would it be Gaga twice?
So the other thought that I have is that so like left and after, I think could be, or left. What's a pop star that's only 3 letters?
Only 3 letters?
Yeah, who's got a really short name?
Sia?
Sia? That's S-I-A, right?
Uh-huh.
Star. Hmm. So like, I'm looking at this. So left could be abbreviated just to L in lots of cases. So like, if we have the pop star and then we have the left, then the thing would be after sworn statement. But like,
Also, Garrett Bolden thinks it's Seal. Also, Ben thinks it's Seal.
Seal, pop star, left after sworn statement.
Someone's asking, is Kiss from a Rose a sworn statement? Which I would reply, well, that's not his only hit. He was a smash artist. Anyway. I don't know.
It is hard to remember what the other Seal songs were, though, at this point in my life.
Crazy was the other big one.
Is that the We're Never Gonna Survive Unless We Get a Little Bit Crazy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It's a great song.
It's a good song. After sworn statement being S-E. So I'm still trying to figure out. So sworn statement, could a sworn statement be S-E-A? Because if we're taking Seal, then we're taking that to be the pop star, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have left, which is L, after a sworn statement. And I like the justification, like yeah. The reason I'm like trying to, yeah, all right, I don't have it. I don't fully understand the parse, and when you know the wordplay portion of this, and when you can't fully understand the wordplay of it, it sometimes means you're wrong. But I don't know that.
We don't know.
We don't know yet. Section of rundown ruin. Okay. Yes, other Dave Thomas. The black lines are, so this will be only 4 letters. And I can look at this and unfortunately know that Seal is not correct.
Wait, how do you know?
Because I do have this one. Yeah, fresh roughage.
Undo?
Yep.
Is that because undo is in rundown ruin?
It's in, yeah. So ruin is undo. That's the straight definition. And then, oh, geez. No.
There's no rebus, Josh.
There's no rebus still. So yeah, so undo is ruin, and then we take a section of the word run down, and we find undo in it. So pop star left after sworn statement. Like Adele, but she doesn't fit.
Is there a reason you chose?
You've done this before, haven't you? That's great. That's very good.
I don't get it, but I believe them.
No, okay. So here's how this one works. Pop star is the straight definition, and they weren't looking for a name. They were looking for a synonym. So an idol, that's a pop star. And then we have the left after part is the thing that we were talking about before, where the letter L goes after what a sworn statement is. But the sworn statement is I do.
Oh.
Yeah. I do as a sworn statement is something that both like makes sense to me cryptic wise, and also I don't love that.
Wait, why is the L at the end though?
Because that's left after the sworn statement.
Okay, I don't think I still don't think I get it.
Get it? Okay.
But I'm willing to
No.
Right.
So the reason that L is the L goes at the end there is, so the first thing we're doing is we're taking the word left and we're having that just be L.
Why?
Because you can abbreviate it, like when you're talking about like a video game controller and you have LB and RB.
Right.
Right. Left and right buttons. So the word left here is just dropping down to that single letter. And then the word after says that you want to put that L after the next thing that we're looking at. And
okay.
so the sworn statement is I do. And then we're putting left after that.
Okay.
So all that together is a pop star.
Okay, I think I get it.
Is that, yeah.
Thank you, Josh. I don't like it, but I get I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Let's keep disappointing you.
Let's keep doing it. Let's roll the punches. 4 down. Justify putting up flag beneath.
Justify putting up flag beneath McDonald's logo.
So it's gonna be under M?
I think, yeah. So I think M is going to
be first?
Probably first, yeah. So justify
putting up flag.
I'm thinking. So I'm thinking that it's going to be the McDonald's logo is M, and then beneath that we're going to put a word for putting up flag, and it's going to mean justify.
Uh-huh.
That's the first way that I'm reading this. But I don't like a 4-letter word for putting up a flag.
Like ease or like hoist?
Hoist is 5.
Red, the unready thinks that justify is a synonym. So like when you justify something, you like rationalize it, or you
what is, yeah, and it's probably going to start ME, we're thinking.
When you means means that justify the means?
Means or justify the means. Huh. Putting up, it could be. I don't like that I don't like justify and means being like the synonym, or being like the clue. Because like in a regular crossword, if I put justify, the answer being means doesn't feel correct. But also, I got nothing else. I so have nothing else. Read the unready. Was that what you were seeing?
Do messy. You can do marry. You can do
Justify. Like merit?
Merit. You can do
Justify.
Oh, merit.
Merit?
Merit might feel right. I don't know what a flag has to do with it, but it does feel like it's more like justify.
Yeah.
Whereas we need Boof to come in. He's like the flag expert. We need a real vexillologist on this case.
So the so the other thought that I had is putting up flag could mean that we're putting the word up. So like tire. Yeah, fresh rubbish. So, but tire as a synonym for flag.
I feel like I knew what English was, and I feel like I knew what the words meant, and now I feel like I know less than before. And like tire means flag, and merit means to go up. To air it. Lena says it means to air it. I like air it. I don't know, Lena.
Oh, okay. Okay, fresh roughage. Yeah, that makes sense. So flag is a word that can mean to like get fatigue or something like that, and tire can also mean that.
Okay.
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 I don't like that one, but
nobody
thank you.
likes it. Nobody likes it, but thank you for
Pickle Toes
it.
likes it. Pickle Toes likes it, and nobody else likes it.
And Lena likes hers. Anyway, we're gonna keep on moving. This is a moving train. Or as this thing would call it, it's a T after R after a long period of wetness. Anyway, does it also mean to flag something, i.e. alert? Is that important?
Yeah. So let me I said it sort of quickly. Let me go back through this one because I totally understand the confusion. Okay. So justify is the straight definition here. So justify, if you had that in a regular crossword and you put down merit, that would make sense, right? So then the wordplay is just the putting up flag beneath McDonald's logo. So the putting up flag part is where we're getting this ERIT, because flag can mean to tire. In the same way that it can mean to alert somebody, or what's another, or like the physical object of a flag. So yeah, so the word, the synonym for flag is tire. We're putting that up, so we're having that go upwards, And then beneath the McDonald's logo means that that M is going at the very top. Yeah, flag for tire there. I don't love.
Josh, I don't think I'm a particularly ethical person, but I wouldn't have used that clue. I'm just gonna bring back my very small Lady Gaga impression for the rest of the show.
That I'm here for it.
Thank you.
All right, listen to lead member of the Beatles. Yeah, chat. I appreciate you all, all the reactions to that.
I believe the lead member of the Beatles, like, assuming that they all contribute, I believe the lead is Paul. Like, because he's like the one who's like, let's all get in the room and write some songs, you guys. And I don't feel like I would like to think like Ringo is the shadow leader, but I think Paul's like the leader.
Okay, so wait, there's one that fits, so we need to justify the fit. What member of the Beatles fits here?
Well, there's Paul, Ringo, John, and George.
Right. Who was the last? Who was the fifth Beatle?
I think there's like 10 different fifth Beatles. Some people say it's the other George, the one who was the producer.
Red the Unready has given it to me. I get it as well. Okay. So yeah, so member of the Beatles is going to be the straight definition here. And listen to is saying, let's find a word for lead and do a homophone of it. That's right, Boof.
So it's Pete Best?
Pete Best, that's right. No, so
Star.
Because a lead, like in a play, is the star. And if you listen to star, it sounds the same either way.
Okay. That's fun.
Yeah. Isn't it though?
What?
Was that, are you actually having fun with that one? I don't know why I care so much, but I do.
Josh, I'll be real. I haven't had fun in 2.5 years. I just have different levels of irony. But all that said, I think that one's fun.
Thanks, Rachel.
You're welcome, Josh. Or should I say, Osh J? I don't know. Anyway. I feel like this game is like, I feel like these puzzles are constructed to make you like pass out and wake up and not be able to speak sentences. Like all the letters will start swimming.
Okay. What's going on here?
Correct. Baseball official swapped with university. I don't even know anything about baseball.
So Red says being done with one of these is like waking up from laughing gas. You're like, oh, something happened, but what? And what time is it?
Do I need to know about like baseball corruption for this one?
I don't think so. So I'm thinking that baseball official is going to be ump.
And then umpire.
And then but corrupt as umpire doesn't make sense to me.
So I swapped with university.
With university.
So is there a university that's blank R blank? Oh, Impure, unpure,
Im,
impure,
no. Impure. Okay. I like that as a thing for corrupt. So baseball official. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yeah.
It's a little joke about
Yep.
what if umpires were corrupt.
So it's I was looking at it and I was thinking that corrupt baseball, or rather baseball official, was just going to be ump.
Uh,
And then I swapped with university was going to give us these last three letters, but that is incorrect because what's happening instead is that we have a baseball official, which is an umpire.
mhm.
Let's do it. Let's do the thing. And then we take the I and we swap it with a university, which can be just the letter U, as it is abbreviated in so many universities.
There we go.
That becomes impure.
Impure. We got it. Home run for us.
I don't know. Do we want to go? Let's try another big one.
Celebrated singer and actress playing Lean on Her.
Okay.
Is it Lana Del Rey? Is it a corruption of Lana Del Rey?
It's not Lana Del Rey, but so this one is going to be, yeah, so it's going to be a 4 and a 5. And I'm pretty sure playing here means that Lean on Her is anagrammed. So the straight definition is going to be a celebrated singer and actress. And so I don't see Lana, but I do see Lena.
Is it going to be Lena Horne?
Lena Horne? Is that?
Because she's a singer and an actress.
I don't know who she is, but that's definitely the answer. Yeah.
She's like an old-time, tiny actress singer, like one of the first African-American actresses.
Gotcha. Do you know what era?
I think like 30s, 40s.
Okay. Quite a while. Cool. Let's do another short one. Charge has run loose.
So is it like gonna be like the word charge, but like fucked up?
So I totally could see. So the word loose could totally be an anagram indicator, but generally it only can go to the things that it's sort of next to. So it would be like anagram the word run.
Mm.
But then we would have the straight definition being charge and has being the sort of thing in there. So I'm instead sort of thinking about like, well, okay, I'm thinking about this being a double definition.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, so like if it's just run loose, right? If that was just the whole thing, I would guess at free. But charge and free feel like opposites to me, not synonyms.
Well, it's sort of like charge. If you charge something, you pay money for it.
Right.
So
not free. All right.
But it's also like charge could also be like someone in your care, like a baby, if you're a babysitter.
Oh, that's a good way to think about it.
Like, oh, you're in my charge. Like, this baby's in my charge.
Ward. Ward makes sense for charge, but I don't think it makes sense for run loose or has run loose.
I charge you. Charge could also mean like when you're charged with a crime.
Yeah, charge. I don't see why it would be draw or drew, Ben. Like, I don't think either of those really mean either. Anagram for word, maybe. Okay, so I will say one thing that cryptic crosswords don't do is make you guess a word and then anagram it. That is like the one nice thing about that is like the one rule that you're not allowed to do because it's because it's stupidly difficult. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna move on unless anybody in chat has it.
I don't have the foggiest clue.
I don't either. All right. So, extract from magazine articles close. Okay. So, I have this one.
You have what? Okay, you have to explain.
I have this one. Yeah. So this one does one of the things that like I both love and hate.
Okay.
Because yeah, both fresh roughage in the chat is correct. So like extract could be a noun or a verb, and close here could be like the end of something, or it could mean near, as Ben puts in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And near is actually what the answer is. Because if you take an extract from magazine article, there's the word near right in the middle of it.
Oh.
It's a hidden clue.
It's a hidden clue. I'm not ready
for that. Makes sense to people? I know, you were so close, Ben. You had you had it. You just didn't know why.
I will say I'm not ready for one across yet, Josh. I'm not ready
for it either.
I looked at it and then I'm just like, why are we here? We gotta keep going.
Yeah, free continues to look good there. All right, let's try. I don't know. Sure, let's try a long one.
Oh boy.
Slugabeds, Mrs. Hatcher. Do you know what a slugabed is?
No clue. It sounds like a lazy person, but that's like a guess.
Yeah.
That's like I'm like, oh, if you're you're sluggish and you want to be in bed, then you're lazy.
Because like I think the word play is gonna be fairly straightforward. So like Mrs. Hatcher is Terry,
Uh-huh.
and Mrs. Hatcher is engulfed in radiant beams. So what are radiant beams? Something A. Radiant beams.
Materials? Is it
Well, so if it was materials,
would be too short.
oh yeah, but it would be MAAL, so probably not. Right, we had that A there. Maybe radiant beams is an anagram. I think we're going to end up a letter short there if we tried to anagram beams. Late risers. Nice job, freshman.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we have Terry inside of radiant beams. Those are lasers.
Mhm.
Late
Late
risers.
Oh boy.
All right. Are we saving one across for last? I think that's
Yes.
Okay, great.
It'll feel so good when we get it, like
Well,
right away.
head of regiment. Breaking army units shackles.
So it's a 3 and a 5-er.
Yeah, so it's 3 and then 5.
So the second word would be irons, right?
That definitely looks like that's definitely what I would think. And so shackles being the straight definition. So how do we get there? Head of regiment, breaking army units, shackles.
3.
Head of regiment.
So like a captain or like a colonel.
Yeah.
Or a commander.
Breaking army units shackles. So like
Major, lieutenant.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that it might be, head of regiment being, something.
So Fresh Roughage thinks it's legions with an R in the middle.
Okay.
So leg irons?
Leg irons, that would be shackles. Head of regiment breaking, okay. Yeah. So head of regiment just means the letter R. That is the head of the word regiment. And then breaking, meaning put that inside of army unit, which is a legion.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I like how each single one feels like I've done like a week's worth of work. I'm just like, I've aged 5 years.
They are all their own little puzzles, which I both love and also agree can be exhausting.
This is like what you would tell, like if like how Hercules had like 9 labors. Like solving one of these would be one of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, clean out those legendarily disgusting stables, catch a giant bird that eats people, and solve this cryptic crossword. Just the Tuesday one, not too hard. Do the cryptic ones get harder every day, or is that just a regular crossword?
So the New Yorker just puts one out a week because
Okay.
it's so much harder to write these than it is a regular crossword for obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons.
Okay, I have this one as well.
How do you have it?
So the word said here is going to be our indicator.
Uh-huh.
So I will tell you, you are either looking for a word that is you're looking for a word that is man at arms that, is the same as sweet dreams. And it's not the exact same word. It's just one that is a homophone. So similar to
So like a knight?
like a knight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
That makes sense to everybody?
It better, because I am not explaining it again. 18 across. Dish originally from Japan, South America, and Hawaii. Mahi mahi? Or like something with ahi in it, right?
I do like ahi.
Ben thinks it's sushi.
So Ben, I think you're totally right that we should be looking at Hawaii as HI, and the fact that that is last definitely does make some sense to me. But it is sushi. It is sushi. Okay. Yeah. So South, I was reading it, and this is what I both love and hate about cryptics. So I was reading it as South America. So I'm like, okay, that's SA maybe, something like that. But no, South is just by itself, the letter S. America is US.
Yes.
And when you put that together with Hawaii, you get sushi.
There you go. And I assume everyone gets it now.
Ben, congratulations. If I remember correctly, you did not know how to do cryptics before, this stream, basically. And yeah, you totally got that one. That was great.
Now we're all on the boat. We're all on the cryptic boat.
You still don't? Well, you got that one. Yep. All right. So, crying foul, we agitated. So I think agitated is going to mean that we're mixing up letters.
Uh-huh.
So I think we're doing an anagram of foul we that means crying.
Foul we?
Yeah. I'm gonna write it down on actual pencil and paper. I do not see it. We already have the E and the U. I feel like I should.
We're getting woeful in the chat?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be it.
Fresh
Refuge, you are a hero. You are a champion. You might be too smart for your own good, but that's not for me to judge.
Fresh Refuge, you're doing great. I'm glad you're here.
We're all like legitimately, we're like, oh my God, thank you. This is like why we get to go to sleep. We're like they will not let us like stop the stream until we get this fucking fucking puzzle done. Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh no. That's more than I needed. Thickly spreads foam in seconds.
Lathers is most of it. Slathers?
Slathers, thickly spreads. Thickly, thickly spreads foam.
Because it's like lathers the foam, slathers the spreads, and then seconds that has an S in it.
I think it might be that seconds is going to be SS and foam is lather.
Mm.
And we're spreading foam inside seconds.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's, I don't know.
Peasy.
Let's jump in here. Loud percussion instrument making a case for one's departure.
I'm just thinking in my head, I'm just making noises. I'm like, bork! Bork! You know when you hear a jork and you need to leave the room? Like, that's what that is.
Pickle Toes, this is available for free on the New Yorker website. They put out one free one every week on Sundays. And they have a decent amount of a back catalog. And I will say, this is the New Yorker ones are really good for a lot of reasons, but for me, the best reason for the New Yorker ones is that they are written for Americans. Cryptic Crosswords started in Britain, and so if you find just a random one on the internet, they will sometimes have so much British slang in it, and oh my god, it's
what you
it's
say.
hard. It's hard enough when you're using American slang, you know.
You're like, what happens when you niggas taken by the governess and then you go to public school for 2 years between 2 F's?
Lena, yeah, you've got it.
But gong doesn't fit.
Gong doesn't fit. So gong actually is not the definition.
Going.
Mm-hmm. I will say the making a case for ones. Oh, okay. Making a case for. All right. So the gong is, so the I is coming from one because I is the Roman numeral for one. And then the making a case for is, so that gong is creating a place for that one to go, making a case for in that way. Yeah. Does that make sense? Ben says, it's like, all right, it's probably. I'm coming back to this one just because there's no other thing. I think it's free. I still don't really get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
I guess it's because if you charge for something, but then the charge has gone away, then it's free, right?
Charge has run being free? Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot. Yes, and then loose being free as the second definition. That does make more sense. This is Mensa dad jokes. Little bit. Keep metal horseshoe inside rocket's tip.
Inu. So bending is continue.
Continue meaning keep. Because keep metal horseshoe. Continue. Okay, yeah. Yes. As in keep. I see it. Sorry. So the horseshoe is a U. So we're taking that. And then the metal is tin. And then we are putting that inside a rocket's tip, which is a cone.
A cone. Normal, simple answer.
And all of that means keep.
Obvious from the start. Would have to be pretty dumb not to get continue.
I don't think that's the case.
I really resent my brain every time I see like one of these words where we have the letters. The first thing I do is just pronounce what we have in my brain. So my brain's going, awnings! Awnings! There's awnings.
All right, so this is a 4-letter word and a 5-letter word. And so I have gotten it based only on the fact that we have this many letters. I have not gotten the parse yet.
Cook sensing. No. Lights in diner windows. So we're closed. Josh, do you get it?
So I think the definition we're looking for is lights in diner windows.
So
but
like
I don't know why.
Neon?
Yes. Yep. Okay, so it's neon signs. And it's just cook here means anagram. So sensing no, when you anagram sensing no, it becomes neon signs. Yeah.
Cool. Wow, we got that real fast.
All right. I think we only have the 2 big ones left.
Here we go. We're going to get them.
All right. Ice filling, big bottle, and girl's small tumbler. 5 and 5.
Something gloss.
I think it's going to be glass.
Glass?
No,
glass.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if tumbler is like the alcohol reference as opposed to like moving around or something.
And I have to remind myself that dick glass, first of all, doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't fit. Can't be dick glass. That's not what it is.
So, like, I'm wondering if it's literally taking the word ice, and then that ice is filling either a word for big or big bottle.
Like a shot glass?
Yeah, but
like
twice glass, twice glass, a dick glass. That's right. If you put a up there, it would fit.
A nice glass?
No, it's a 5 and a 5.
price glass. Trice glass.
Filling a big bottle.
Is it a price glass?
Price glass?
Is that a thing?
So that would be, so then the big bottle would be what? I don't. Ben, we can't go to one across. It's the last one.
It's the last one, Ben. It's like you're not even watching.
Big bottle being a keg? That it totally could be. But I don't know where ice filling big. I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna move on.
So Pickle Toes thinks that a girl's small tumbler is a blog.
Yeah, I think that's all right. I mean, so blog, we do have some of those letters. Jug. Good call, Lena. That is what the big bottle is. Okay. So we have ice inside of jug, ice filling big bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's how we get those ones. And then, oh, a girl is just a lass.
Mm.
And a small tumbler. A small tumbler is a juice glass. Okay.
I actually already got that. I was just like waiting for everyone else to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Ben thinks it's junk mail.
Junk mail certainly makes sense to me. Some letters being the definition there. So Spooner's brother. How is that? All right, I'm gonna put it in.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we solved
Hey.
it. I forgot.
We'll never know. We'll never know why junk mail is it.
I forget that we always get a New Yorker, and that's a weird one.
Make jail.
Oh, monk jail spoonerism. So congratulations. It was in fact the spooner. Spooner did mean make a spoonerism out of brother and pen. Monk is jail. Wow.
That's what monks do. They write letters.
No. This monk jail is just brother and pen.
Would that be brother Ben?
So they're saying take the spoonerism after you've already done monk jail. So brother is monk, pen is jail. Take the spoonerism of that, and you get junk mail, which is the same as some letters.
Okay. Why is brother monk? Oh, because they're a brother, like a religious brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, guys, we did it. It all took us 55 minutes. Holy cow.
You know what? There's a lot you can say for us, but we finished it.
We did finish it. We sure
Were we fast? Were we fast, Josh?
Here's the thing. I don't think we were slow.
Yeah.
We weren't fast.
No.
But I don't think we were slow. in a locked closet somewhere is a portrait of all of us not doing this particular All right.
Whew.
Let's close out. Let's close out with something that is much simpler.
Sure.
Close out with the New York Times spelling bee. The way this one works is just you need to. It's 4-letter words, and it needs to use the center letter.
And I'll say if you're enjoying this content, if you enjoy watching us mentally bleed for you, you can support the channel by subscribing or visiting our Twitch About page, where there are various channels of support, including a Ko-fi, a Patreon, and a merch page. So, are you enjoying yourself? First of all, you're welcome, and second of all, support us. Now we're on to our third and last. This is the last puzzle, right, Josh?
Oh yes, very much so. This is something where we're going to do this for 10 minutes, and whether we have, a genius level of words or not, I'm calling it there. So, I see cackle.
So this just has to. Every word has to have the word C in it, and then it can have all the other letters as much as you want.
Yep. As long as it has the letter C and is at least 4 letters long.
And I'm trying to not say all the fake words like packle. Like, that's not a word. Why is my brain like this, Josh?
Is it EL or is it LE?
Those are both fake words. I'm yelling out things that I see. Lace. Lace is a word.
Lace is a word.
We're getting.
So it has to use the letter in the middle. So jape, unfortunately, would not be allowed. Cape, however, totally allowed. As is face that you put in there. Good job.
Cack.
Just like that?
Yep. Nope. Well, then lack would be a word.
Yep. And pack, did we get that one yet? No.
Jack.
Alpaca, I like it.
Real good.
Okay, all right. Is jackalope? There a jackalape? Something like that?
Absolutely not.
I guess not.
I'm like an expert in words that aren't real, and that's an excellent fake word. Because I'm always thinking, Josh, like, what's a funny thing that's not a word? And so I spent all my whole day doing that. Did we do clap?
We did not do clap. Cackle. We did cackle already.
We did do clack. We already did clack.
Clack already. We have place.
Did we do kale?
Ooh, we did not. That is with a K.
Are you? Is there a memo?
Is there that one?
No.
There is call.
Fresh Rouge Sal is 3 letters.
Yeah, it needs to be 4 letters or more. Cage. Nico, my cage.
What's that from?
It's the Nico, my cousin, and I don't know why. I don't know why that became cage spelled with a J in my head, but it did.
Cock.
Yep. Wait, what? Oh, there's a U.
Oh, well, fuck you too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, there's no U. Cell, pointing out you could put CELL.
Oh, yes, yes. CELL is definitely. Thank you.
We do palace.
Ooh, we did not do Palace. Good job.
Thank you. Have we done jackal?
We have not done Jackal either. That's good.
Have we done call?
We did do Call. Jellicle? Is that how it's spelled? I think it's. I think it has an I in it, but.
Yeah, and no.
Oh, I just.
Yeah.
No, no. Do you have another one?
Alack.
Ooh. So there's always at least one word that uses all of the letters,
Mm.
which is why I'm still looking at like jackalape. Is it spelled? Jackal. I want it to be a word though. What about if it's like jackalep? Jackalep. Why? Why? What is it? Well, we have that one already. Have that one already.
Can we try Acela? I don't think it's a word, but try it. I think it's just one L. Okay, just checking.
No? Very much worth the check. All right, I'm giving us another 2 minutes. If we don't get another word in 2 minutes, I'm calling the stream.
No.
Doing it.
Do we do place? Oh, we already did place.
And palace. I suppose here. Let's do that. That might. Yeah, fresh roughage. I'm assuming it's a compound word, and I want the J in that compound word to be Jack, just because I don't see a great other Lapjack.
Someone saying Applejack?
Apple.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Great job, Fresh Roughage.
Fresh Roughage, you're a genius.
Great job. You know what? Yeah. That was wonderful. Y'all, I think that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you all so much.
Josh with his normal size face, me with my huge face. I don't know why. Our faces are so different.
I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. I want to thank Matt in the booth. I want to thank my dear friend Rachel. If you are literally ever on Twitter, please, bam. that thing that I meant to do earlier. Yeah, do check out Rachel. She is absolutely hilarious. The only other thing I had is if it's your first time here, we do this every Tuesday at 9. And then there are lots of other great shows on this channel. Rachel, is there any show that you particularly wanted to talk about, perhaps, that happens on this channel?
Yeah. First off, thank you, Fresh Roughage. Thanks for checking us out. Thank you, Pickle Toes, for checking us out through Terrence. Terrence has been on the channel a bunch, and we love him very much. Wednesday, you can catch 2 shows in a row. You can catch Left Night, which is our Marxist talk show, hosted by Kendra Dossie and Zach Jones at 8:30. And then after that, you're going to hear me hosting my own show called Honorable Mentions, where I list the top 10 internet things of the week. And we make some jokes. So if you've been on the internet, you get to say, hey, I remember that. If you haven't been on the internet, you're like, oh, I guess that's what they're talking about. So stop by for Honorable Mentions. I host that, and it's fun.
Do agree. Y'all, this has been another edition of Josh Sells with Friends. Thanks so much for coming out. Have a good night.
Bye.